Good morning, everyone. I'm Erin Garrett. I'm filling in for Tracy Cornett this week. Welcome to a very special Sonoran Living. Special because it is Friends Week all week long. We've had a lot of different guests so far, and today we are visited by a very, very special friend. I'm sure she's familiar to a lot of you, especially if you're a longtime Valley resident. We're talking, of course, about Rita Davenport. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much.
It's great to be here.
This is like old school for you.
No, it's different, Erin. I've got this thing in my ear because they can talk to you. I never had this.
You didn't?
No, we just had gotten into color TV when I was on.
Just gotten into color TV.
And the script all has bump and tease on it, so I'm not sure that I've got that down pat yet, but all I can see is bump and tease, so we're going to have a good time. I want you to know that.
Now, you did have two shows. You had Cooking with Rita and Open House.
Yes, and actually I started out with Phoenix at midday. That was an hour-and-a-half live. I did the commercials. I did everything.
Right.
I mean, every bit of it. Then we went to Open House and then Cooking with Rita. So that was in my heyday.
Well, you're back in your heyday right now. We've got a lot going on. We've got, in fact, the chef that's going to be joining us, Raz.
Yes.
He was the first chef you had on Cooking with Rita, right?
He was. He's a very old man. He doesn't look that old. Just looking at him, you wouldn't think that.
It's the pantyhose on the camera lens.
Well, yeah. I came in, I said a little Vaseline on the lens and some pantyhose, and I'm going to look so good. Because there are people that are wondering whatever happened to her. You know, she didn't look that good in the beginning. But then they're going to turn in, you know, kind of blurry and say, Tracy, my God, she had a bad night. What happened to that girl? What did they do to her?
That is not true.
Yes, they are. They're going to be all writing in saying, what happened to that girl?
That is not true. You will want to stick around.
One of those bad makeovers. It went bad on her.
Because later in the show, we're going to find out what you're doing these days. I know you have a lot on your plate these days. And is TV a possibility? Could Rita be back? So we'll have that coming up. Now we're going to go to Rita and Raz in the kitchen. You two... What's going on?
Thanks, Erin, thank you very much. Joining me now is Chef Raz. Chef, I don't know how to say your last name.
But this is Chemnitzer, but you have to remember that the first time that I was on your show, my name wasn't Raz.
What was it?
It was Erasmo.
Erasmo.
Erasmo Chemnitzer.
Did I change it? Did I change it for you, or did you decide to do it?
Somebody did after the show, I think.
I have to tell you that Raz is a famous chef, and we have to tell everyone that we first met in television. And for last Christmas Eve, I took my entire family from Tennessee that came to visit to Raz's restaurant for Christmas. Now, their favorite place, I have to tell you, usually is the Cracker Barrel. Now, Raz, because they're a little redneck like I am,
but isn't it incredible?
They loved it. I thought they're not going to eat all this fancy stuff, and they wanted to go back. I did take them back. They loved it. I never dreamed that you would just completely bowl them, because they're good cooks, too, you know, seasoned with the salt pork and all that, but you just bowled them over.
We actually tried to stay away from the salt pork and the...
No, not for this group, but it was so good.
But we're still going to do something southern. Catfish.
Oh, I love catfish.
Not too many people get to use it nowadays. Very strange why. I think that the notion about, you know, dirty waters and channel waters, that's what is keeping them away, even though people don't know that they are farm-raised now.
Yes.
And they are beautiful. As you can see, you know, this is a beautiful cut of fish.
They didn't taste bad when they were raised dirty, by the way.
No, actually, I like them like that.
But this probably will be better.
So what we have over here is the catfish and then a few ingredients. We have some seasoned flour, you know, with a little bit of cayenne pepper, of course, of the southern, and a little bit of breadcrumbs with white cornmeal and fresh herbs.
Yes.
That is just to do a little breading with the fish. Over here we have one that we already did, and while it's cooking, we're going to talk a little bit about the different things that you can do with this. This is a fish fillet cut in 2 pieces so that we can use it for a portion as a main course.
Yeah.
But you know that we can actually cut the catfish in tidbit pieces. That's very typical of the South, where we make just like tidbits of catfish to serve them as snack and hors d'oeuvres. That, you know, I actually think it's just wonderful.
Well, you have more exposure to the fat and the grease and everything that way, just little bitty pieces. So that's what we like in the South.
Of course, a lot more to absorb over here.
It really is tasty, though.
So we have the catfish now, you know, cooking over here a little bit, and then we're gonna make a sauce. And originally the sauce was just nothing else but a little bit of tomato and onion sauce with a lot of actually bacon fat or, you know,
Salt
things
pork.
like that, salt pork. But we took a little twist out of that, and what we're going to do is that we're going to add butter and a little touch of cream.
Okay, that'll be good.
Yeah, with the lime, it's going to break down a lot of that, you know, fat that is going to be absorbed.
Oh, that looks good. And it smells good, too. Yeah.
It is,
The
though.
onion and everything.
This is just one of those things that is really, really incredible. But, you know, and then the tidbits, you know, that you can use for hors d'oeuvres, you can actually put them with toothpicks or, you know, or forks for people to dip into the sauce. You can actually make the sauce that we're going to make that is going to take a couple of seconds.
You know, so much of what we enjoy about food, though, is the aroma and the smell. And to smell all this, the onion and the cayenne and everything, it gets you ready for something delicious. So.
Well, it awakens your taste buds,
Yeah.
you know what I
It
mean?
makes you
So
hungry.
your appetite opens up, and and it's just something that you're looking forward to. But you see the little tidbits over here, you know, those are really fun to do. And for kids, it's just really something really nice, you know, for them to eat.
Now, Raz, Christmas is coming up. What do you do for Christmas morning? Do you have anything special that you do?
Well, normally we do typical food from Venezuela. We do like tamales and arepas. That is like a little, you know, corn cake that you eat with fillings. My 4-year-old is crazy about it. You know, when she wakes up on Sunday morning, the first thing that she says is, "I want some arepas." You know? So look at this. Now that the fish is basically cooked, okay, we'll take and throw away the excess of this fat, but then to that we'll add some onions. Okay.
Some onions.
Onions.
Same thing as onion.
Onion.
That would be close.
A little bit of parsley.
Tomato.
Some tomatoes. And then a touch of cream so that we don't gonna add too much to this one over here. Salt and pepper. Okay.
Oh, doesn't that smell good? Aaron, you gonna come try this?
I got to be honest. I have to be honest with you. Born and raised here in Arizona, I have never had catfish.
Catfish? Is that right?
Never
that
had
is
it.
what well,
My
actually,
God.
you don't find them in
I know.
a little bit of heat to this, so that it has more
Where would you
flavor.
find catfish in Arizona?
I can see that Rita is
Every place.
moving away over here from me every time that I grab this.
It smells great, though, I must say.
No, it smells great. You can find catfish anywhere, Aaron. I cook catfish a lot because it's quick. You see how quick that was?
That was very quick.
So it looks like you've spent a lot
Does it
of
have
time.
a fishy taste, though?
No.
I'm
No,
not
no,
a big...
no.
It's fresh.
This is one of those things
Okay.
that don't, and now that is farm raised, you see.
Yeah.
Is this redneck food, Rita?
Well, it kind of could be, but if you want to know if it's fresh or not, ask the butcher.
Well, she
Not
said
the way
she's a
Raz does
redneck.
it. Of course, nobody in the South would do it like that, but you smell it,
Oh, it
Aaron.
looks
And if it has
beautiful.
any smell to it, it kind of knocks you over. Don't buy
Wait
it.
a
Then
minute,
then he'll
Rita,
buy it?
we
No,
we
don't
have
buy
to go back 2 steps on what you say that nobody in the South will do them this way. It used to be that way.
It used to be, you're
But
right.
now with food, the ways has expanded so
Right.
crazily, you know, through TV and magazines. They are all cooking this way.
Yes, that's true.
It looks lovely. I have a question to ask you, Rita. Did Raz wear his hair the same way back when you
Absolutely.
He did. His ponytail was this big at the time, of course.
he always
Actually,
had
I used to
ponytail.
have hair.
Right. He had a little more hair, but now he's got a little more skin. So, but he still looks good. He's beautiful, no matter hair or not. I mean,
You
that's
handled
sexy
that
looking.
so
you know.
diplomatic.
Yeah, but he always has been so.
All
But
right.
you know what's handsome about him?
Let's
He's
try
nice.
this.
He's so nice.
Isn't he the sweetest
Okay.
man?
Yeah.
Okay, do we have
You
any
gonna try
extra
this?
forks?
Okay.
Well,
Raz,
Here,
I
I'll
think
tell you
you're
what.
going to have to
Why
try
don't-
this and tell me.
Let's see how it is.
If
We'll
he has
get
a
the
little bit-
approval
do
from
you-
Rita here. I'm going to take a little taste, only because I
course.
haven't had
Oh.
catfish before.
That's better than mine. That's better than mine. I hate
Don't
to
tell that to anybody. You know?
Oh, it is. It's wonderful. Don't go anywhere because Raz is going to
Get
join
that
us back
recipe.
later in the show. We've got another recipe for you.
You know, like the
I
tickets
know.
and stuff.
Well, I was telling Rita, I said at first I thought it was a big tree, and then when you guys pulled back, I realized these are like tabletop trees.
They're 3 feet tall, and on the tables, yeah, they're a little taller than me, but they're really cute. You know, you gotta like little stuff.
Hey, great thing, you know, good things come in small packages. You're real
That's
cute
what
too.
I tell my mom.
There you go. Thank you,
Beautiful.
Sylvia, very much.
Sure.
It kind of puts you in the holiday spirit, doesn't
Honey,
it, when you see those trees
I'm
and
so
stuff?
in the holiday. I have decorated everything. I've even decorated the handle that flushes the commode. You know, I've got a little thing on that too. The whole house. It's just, I go completely nuts. I really do. I really love to decorate at Christmas time.
And there's, I have a little bit of decoration going up. I haven't gone as far as my commode on my,
Oh, you gotta do that.
but I'm going to go home and do it now. I'll tell you what, there's only 13 more shopping days until Christmas. And if Hanukkah is your holiday, well, then you better get shopping. When ABC 15 Sonoran Living returns, we're going to sit down with our guest today, Rita Davenport, and do a little chit-chat, and we'll be right back. Before there was Sonoran Living, there was the Rita Davenport show, and everyday viewers could turn in and be sure to be entertained by Rita's humor and Heloise-like insight. There was always a big celebrity that she charmed with her southern ways. Well, we are happy to have you here, Rita. I'll tell you what, it is our pleasure. What have you been up to since we last saw you on the Rita Davenport show and Cooking with Rita?
Well, I left Channel 5 to pursue a speaking career. Actually, I was doing about 100 speeches a year. So that was, you know, with travel, that was really demanding. And then I had been introduced to a skincare product called Arbonne. I was a speaker for Arbonne. And since I have rosacea, which is very sensitive skin, I'm always looking for something that would help this condition. And I love the product. I signed up. I started up with a little $50 at that time kit, a starter kit. I went on within 6 months. I was a regional vice president. I had earned a Mercedes. I went on to become president.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. Your company gives Mercedes? To heck with Mary Kay.
White Mercedes. A white Mercedes. Beautiful.
Wow, nice.
So it was just wonderful because everyone kept saying, what have you done? My former college roommate said, have you had a chemical face peel? What in the heck has happened to your skin? And so finally I kept saying, well, God, if everyone wants to know about this, I might as well start selling it. My sister signed up, I signed up, and it's just been an incredible opportunity.
I have to tell everyone, it was interesting because Rita came into the show a couple days ago just to kind of get familiar with everything. We were talking, and my brother and my sister-in-law sell Arbonne, and it was just odd that there was that connection. You know, she was talking about this new skincare line, and here's some of the products. In fact, I must say that this herbal foot
herbal foot care.
Have you tried it?
No, I'm using it.
That's it.
I'm going to use it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. No, you can
I won't
give it
move
to
another thing,
No,
I
you
swear.
can give it to him. That's fine. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
I know better. Okay, good.
But these
Get
products
that good
are
shot.
really,
That's
really, really yummy. And smell that. That's great.
Yes, aroma
So
therapy.
you've been working on this skincare line, which is fantastic.
Actually, the company's 22 years old, but what has really happened in our company that's so exciting is that we have a hormone balancing cream, which is a progesterone cream, because women do not want to use estrogen.
That's
and
what my sister-in-law got pregnant on.
Absolutely. She was on another channel, had her on, by the way. I won't mention that one.
did?
Yes, they did.
Oh,
you
that
missed
little
it.
traitor.
They scooped you, but she got pregnant. But, I mean, not everybody gets pregnant. If you're menopausal, don't worry about it. You're not going to get pregnant. But it helps with, you know, hot flashes and a lot of things I can't talk about.
How about if you're close to...
It does help your libido or your libido, which part of the South you're from.
Listen, I should know.
You're looking good to me.
Because I got,
You know, I got to tell you.
I got 4 girls. So
I know. You need to know all
you
about all
don't need
this.
any of that cream.
Any of those girls that are PMSing or then, you know, older women that are having the menopause symptoms, it's incredible. I mean, we can't keep this product in stock. So and men using it because it builds bones, and it's just really good stuff.
What's the name of that stuff?
It's called Arbonne.
It's called Arbonne, yes.
Well, I know Arbonne, but what is the product itself?
For you, it's Pro-Leaf. For women, it's
okay.
Phyto Pro-Leaf, because you don't need all the
Phyto
herbs and
Pro-Leaf, like some Phyto, like the...
Phyto, just remember, like a dog.
Like
Phyto.
a dog.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a question for the two of you, because you guys have worked together before in the past. Do you remember the first dish that you made on Cooking with Rita by any chance?
We tried to pull some tapes. I started digging around my closets, you know, trying to find the tapes, and I could not find it. But the funny thing is that somebody did mention to me that not only I was your first chef, but I was the last one.
Yes, you were.
Before your show.
Absolutely were.
You know, before you move on to be a motivational speaker, that my wife made sure that I had to mention that she is absolutely incredible as a motivational speaker.
Thank you.
Thank
you, sir.
Well, she's had many years practicing. In fact, we have some parting gifts.
Hey, honey.
We have some pictures of you from years past with Open House, some of the celebrities. Yesterday, we had the pleasure of having Alice Cooper and his lovely wife, Cheryl, on. We have a photograph of when you were with Alice Cooper.
Interviewed them. It's probably been 25 years ago.
25 years ago, my gosh. Do you remember what he was in for at that time?
No, and he probably doesn't remember much about that either, because it was a long time ago. So he's probably shocked to see this picture. But
He was
Cheryl
still
is
good looking back then.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the mustache now. We also have a picture of you and Robert Redford and John Wayne. I'm not sure which one we're going to pull up here first. There's John Wayne. What was that like, the man?
Well, you know,
Look at
I've
Rita.
been married 35 years, but if I'd ever had a shot with John Wayne, my husband would have been history. I mean, that's just the way it was. My husband knew it. Either John Wayne or Roy Rogers, because he was so gracious and nice. I actually interviewed him twice.
Did you really?
He came to Casa Grande every Thanksgiving. And actually, the bellhop at the hotel found him for me because he used to watch my show. And he says, Miss Rita, I'll find John Wayne for you. He rented the entire 4th floor. And he said, nobody told me, but he was so, and I was so starstruck. He not only answered all the questions, Aaron, he had to ask them, too. And I just sat there and looked at him. He took his microphone off. He said, well, ma'am, the next time we're together, I hope you're here. He was so nice, though.
Well, how was this gentleman, Robert Redford? He's another heartthrob, and look how young he was there.
Yes, well, so was I. But he really is very interested in the environment and the interest of Indian people. He's a very humanitarian person and very much concerned. This was what he was in town for, to talk about the cause for helping the Indian people. And my background is I don't look it, I know, but part Cherokee Indian. My grandmother was half Cherokee Indian.
So you're Cherokee Indian and redneck.
And redneck.
That's a scary.
I was just going
And we love catfish.
What kind of food are we going to do besides catfish?
Right. You know, sitting this close to you, I got to tell you, one time we're doing a live show like this.
Right.
This is so different because not much is live locally. But I had an elderly man on, and I said to him, sir, when it gets time to wind up, I'll give you a signal. And he was almost 90 years old, and, you know, and he couldn't kind of hear or see. And so when I started getting a wine, I'll tell the crew this, I kind of touched him on his knee to let him know. And he said, my dear, why are you touching my leg? And I'm so sorry, I just couldn't resist. I didn't know what to say. It was supposed to be subtle. And why are you touching my leg? So anyway, a lot of things happen when you're doing live television. It's fun.
Well, we're going to have to find out, any plans for television in the future? Have you given it any thought? Or?
What do you think I'm here for? I'm auditioning right now.
There you have it.
No. I am very, very excited about what I'm doing. I go all over the country. I have about 35,000 people in my company, and they're wonderful to me, and they're just caring people that are entrepreneurs. And I do some guest appearances, and I still do some speeches, so that's a lot of fun.
Well, I must tell you, it has been so wonderful having you on the show. I grew up watching your show, and I don't remember you.
Oh, thanks a lot.
I love it when someone says, I watched you when I was a little girl, and they're about 90 years old. I know you didn't say it, but you almost did say it, but that's okay. You could have been a little girl.
I'll tell you what, enough about everything that's going on right now, because we've got more on our way. We're only halfway through the show. Rita's going to stay with us. Raz is going to stay with us.
Everywhere you go.
Here is a neat idea for a very personalized holiday gift. It can be for Christmas or even Hanukkah. And it comes to us from Cafe Au Clay. Radio traffic reporter Andy Barnett is also the owner, and she says there are many, many ways that you can create that perfect gift for someone special in your life. Right now, Andy, welcome.
Thank you.
You're my partner in crime.
That's
I do traffic
right.
in the morning.
The traffic goddesses.
I know. Very nice to have you in studio.
Thank
How long
you.
have you owned Cafe Au Clay?
I've been doing it a little over 5 years.
Really?
Kept
This
me
is
very busy.
fun. I've heard that you've been into her store, actually.
I love it. I did about 50 plates once for a group of the top people in my company, and they loved it, and they just would hold those plates, and I thought I didn't do such a good job.
You did a great job. I
Well,
remember.
Well, I'm not an artist, but
a lot of plates.
you don't have to be.
No.
That's what's so exciting about this. You don't have to be. Anybody can do it. In fact, as bad as it looks, as good as it looks.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You
It's
know?
personalized. Give kind of the background for someone who may not know what this is like, because I've seen these. They had one of the first ones up in San Francisco when I was there, and it was a fun place for everyone to gather and have coffee and make a gift.
Right.
So when you come into your store,
Well, it starts out as bisque when you come in, which is just the white ceramic. And I mean, this is just a small fraction of what we have, like over 350 items.
wow.
So we have idea books and stencils, so if you're not very creative, you can, you know, improvise a little bit.
Right.
You can do everything as easy as, I think right here's a little baby's footprint.
Oh, look at this, you guys.
That's actually
Can
my
you
little
see this?
boy, Cole.
It is?
And we did his feet, and it looks like a butterfly, and then, you know, you just sort of get creative with the phrases.
So do you fire it there? Is that what happens? People
Right.
come in, you have your coffee, you paint, you chit-chat. What's the turnaround time on something like this?
It's our busy season, but we're rushing, so maybe like 3 days.
Okay. But typically, how long would the turnaround time be?
Couple
days?
Yeah, like 1 to 3 days. We can get it. We're really trying to get it done pretty fast. We've got a couple kilns. We're like little elves, in our workshop. We're working really hard.
What was it like for you when you went in and you painted it? Because then when you leave, you're not quite sure what it's going to look like.
Because I'll tell you, they didn't look so good at first. I thought, oh, how can I give these as gifts? And when I went to pick them up, I thought...
And you had 50 of them.
Yeah. But, you know,
you had a lot of gifts.
We were saying areas in paradise because they were all coming to Paradise Valley, and we misspelled paradise a couple of times. We spelled paradisey. So you need to make sure you know how to spell these words. But
you can erase. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
so you
we
can start over.
Yeah.
How do you erase?
Just with a pencil.
Yeah, they got it all down to a science. But it's fun. I mean, like you were talking about, Erin, maybe having a bridal shower and everybody go over and do something, and you will treasure these things.
Right.
My guests that I gave these to, they still tell me they have them in the living room. They have them everywhere. And here, I just thought it was something just to show them that I love them and appreciate them. And they loved it.
Right. We have things that you can do for the holidays that are coming up. You can give them as gift ideas. Yeah. This is something that says Santa's here in 15 days, and you can erase that.
Oh, look at that. Is that adorable?
So it's a
and
countdown. So you can have a platter out. Here's a cookies and carrots.
With good old Rudolph.
Good old Rudolph.
You can't forget the reindeer food.
Here's a small little beer stein. This is a great gift for men.
Bob's Brew.
Bob's Brew.
Ah, that's cute.
That's wonderful. I have to tell you, a cute idea, and it goes along with that bridal shower theme, is you can take the whole family in, kids included, and you all sit down, you have a cup of coffee or whatever, and you work on maybe a pasta bowl and 4 dishes, and then you give the whole set, but each dish is done by somebody different in the family, which is kind of neat,
Especially like if, for grandparents, if you have a lot of grandkids, they can each make a mug.
I think that's fabulous. This is beautiful.
Right.
Oh. Cake plate.
It says happy birthday, so there's the special plate for the whole year. Now, we also have gift certificates. They come in cute little boxes, and I brought these along.
And this is stuff you include Hanukkah stuff as well.
Exactly, of course.
So you have your dreidel, of course, and the neat thing about this little dreidel that I was holding earlier, it also seconds as a box. You could put baby's first tooth in there. You could put a little gift in there.
We have lots of Hanukkah, lots of Christmas. We have everything. And then we even have glass ornaments.
Oh, look
You know, it's kind of hard sometimes because you have to leave your pieces with us.
Right.
So if you're running out of time, then you just take
Come
this.
in, and these must be special pens.
These are special pens, and hopefully this is going to work. But, you know, you can... Oh, yeah, good, it's working.
Can you see that? Let's see if you can you see her little doodle? Let's get
there
it right.
There's the doodle.
Yeah, there's the doodle. So they can actually make something they can take with them right away, right?
Exactly. Then you take it home and put it in your oven, and I have all different colors.
You would take this glass home and put the glass in the oven?
You're going to take this home, you're going to let it dry for 24 hours, and then you're going to fire it in your oven.
For how long? What temperature?
I think it's like 320 for 20 minutes. It's so easy.
And then what does it come out looking like?
It's going to look like this.
But
the color
the color will be set.
Exactly. So you can write on it baby's first Christmas, but it's just, you know, a little
That's very nice, yeah. Andy, where can people get a hold of you? I know we have a phone number, because this is an ideal and fun thing for the whole family to do at Christmas.
It's great. Well, we're at Hayden and Frank Lloyd Wright in Sonora Village.
Okay.
And I think our phone number is up there. I see our phone number.
Wonderful.
So call us. We have room for you, I promise.
And they're so nice. They call you afterwards, everything okay, and they even send a thank you note for the business.
Especially for the people that paint 50 plates.
Yeah, we should mention that.
You were great.
Thank
She's so
you.
sweet.
She is very sweet. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're going to head back to the kitchen. Chef Raz is going to be joining us again to make another delicious southern dish, a little on the lighter side. So please stay with us.
Welcome back to Sonora Living, and we're here once again with Raz, who's going to make a delicious salad. And salads are healthy. I'm glad you're incorporating that.
Well, we have to because everybody insists on salad dishes nowadays. But we're going to use catfish again.
Oh, good.
So look, at what we're
Catfish
going to do, we're going to make it very simple. We do a little bit of seasoning spice that we have over there.
Now, wait just a minute. What's in that?
That's a mixture of cayenne pepper, curry, cumin, chili powder, coriander seed. You know, it's like 17 different spices. We actually have the recipe on the website over
Okay, so
here
they
from
can go in
something
and
that we
get that.
use.
Okay.
And then we have the catfish cut up in little strips. We put a little bit of parsley, a tiny little bit of vegetables, and then look, we put some sprouts. These are sunflower sprouts and radish sprouts. And then we'll just season it a little bit more with soy and sesame. And look, while I'm doing this, you're gonna take over here and put that honey in that bowl to make a little dressing.
Okay.
And then all we're gonna do is that we're gonna take this little bit of vegetables with the catfish. Let me just move this over here. And we're gonna roll it just like a little spring roll. Or that's exactly what it is, a spring roll.
And you buy those, the little,
Yeah, this is something that we have used in the past over here.
the little wrappers.
Yes, and that's you find it always in the supermarkets
Yeah, I've
over
seen
here.
this before.
So we'll just put this over here. The oil is it's starting to fry already while it's frying. Look, we have a little bit of honey over here, a little bit of salt and pepper, again, some parsley. We're trying to incorporate the same ingredients that we had before. A little bit of chili paste to give it a little heat to it. Some lime,
Ooh, the whole thing.
the segments, and the juice. Correct.
Wonderful.
And then, of course, we cannot leave
Little olive
any of the
oil.
olive oil.
This is all, y'all, maybe oil to you, but it's oil to us in the South. A little olive oil. Good. Yeah.
So
Okay.
now that we have that over there, let's just taste it so that we make sure that it has...
Did you wash your hands?
Of course not.
Sticking your finger in my sauce here.
That is delicious.
Oh, that is good. That was very
maybe,
good.
Maybe a
Light.
tiny little bit, yes,
And
a tiny little bit more heat so that...
Well, now you might have messed it up. Now, I'm not sure. I can't testify
it's
for it
gonna
now.
be
We're going to stick another finger in it
wonderful.
this time, see if it's okay. No, a little bit more might be good.
Oh, you think a little bit more?
A little bit. It's Christmas time, you know.
Oh, so we better
Need
get
a little fire in
some
this.
excitement.
Okay, here we go. Okay. It is really
Okay,
good.
so now we put a touch of sesame only so it carries with the flavor that is in the spring roll over
Don't
here.
keep messing up with it now. You might.
No, it's just perfect. Now what we do is that we'll take, you see, we didn't break any of these lettuces. And this is something that we use at the restaurant, you know. These are all baby greens of different sorts, you know what I mean? Look at the speckle and the colors and all this
Yeah,
stuff.
beautiful.
Oaks. And you see, we are not cutting them down because we want them to look, you know, nice and exciting on the thing,
Make
on
a
the plate. So we'll just dress them up with the dressing.
Okay.
And now I'm not going to ask you to get dirty, so we'll do them over here with...
Okay. Just
and then
toss
just to
it a
give it a
little
little
bit.
bit more color, we'll take some of these.
Color
Same-
is just as important as flavor, you know,
Always,
and
because
aroma.
you eat,
really.
you eat with your
Yeah, eyes
all
and
the time.
the nose
So, you
and
know,
everything.
we're having this little spring roll over here. It's almost ready. So what we do is that we'll take all this salad. We can make a lot of these spring rolls and take a big platter
Yeah.
and serve it, you know, talking about
Well,
holidays.
and you can make those ahead of time, couldn't you?
That's correct.
And then you have it all
Unfortunately, I
set.
didn't think fast enough to make it ahead of time.
Okay, well,
So that we have plenty of them over here.
we can fight over them later. We have one. The fishes and the loaves, huh?
So
Okay.
very simple, as you can see, and this is already getting some color. That's good.
Okay.
It's very hard to do something that's supposed to be deep fry. I wanted to be close to the south, and that's why I was
Yeah, yeah.
in your honor, of course.
Well, I mean, don't tell anybody this is real Southern, though, but it's close to Southern. It does have catfish.
catfish is
and
the
Erin
only
loves
part of it.
catfish. She didn't even know she did.
I'm a redneck. I just found this out. I have to tell you, you were worried about his finger. Did you see how he put this lettuce on this plate? The whole hand, my friend.
I know, but I checked him out. He washed his hands.
he's a good
That's one
guy.
thing we do check out around here. Wash
So
your
why
hands.
all the catfish? Is this like, is there...
Well, Rita was here, so
Yeah,
I thought it was
Southern.
on her
Oh, okay.
honor.
Yeah, you can't get any more
So
Southern
look at
than
this.
I'm just
Okay.
wondering.
Is this beautiful?
Oh,
Okay,
that is
look at
really,
that.
really
Exactly.
pretty. And then what would you
Ooh,
just do?
beautiful.
Decoratively put that?
Yeah, you can just get ahead and put these things around the plate like this. You know, once you have plenty of them cooked, we didn't because we were trying to finish over here.
Yeah.
But you can see that it's just a beautiful dish.
Oh, it is. It's
Magnificent.
lovely. You
Just
gonna try
Beautiful. Of course I'm going to try
it?
it.
Okay, let's let
Let's
Rita
see.
try it. Here's a fork.
Oh, I got one this here, too.
Well, so
All right.
in that case,
Oh, this is good. It's got a little salad dressing.
See, now
on it.
this is kind of hard, though, because I saw the size of that lettuce leaf. I'm going to let the
Oh, what do you mean?
Grand Dame do it, because I'm sure my mother will be at home going,
Does Martha Stewart do it this way? Of course she does. With her money, who cares?
How is it? Is it yummy?
Oh, that dressing.
Is it good?
The dressing is
See,
magnificent.
my lettuce piece is huge. I'll tell you what. I do like my short hair.
Come on.
Huh?
Oh, no, I'm taking this home. Don't use
talking
any
about
more
your
of this.
short hair.
Yeah, I was going to talk about short hair. You like it?
I love the hair that you
this is
had
my
before.
part. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Okay. I like my short hair, but wouldn't it be fun to do something different for this year? Isn't this my part? For this year's holiday parties. Okay. We're supposed to giggle? No, it's from Giggles. Okay.
This is a salon called Giggles.
I was going to giggle. I can't even ad-lib a burp, but I'll giggle if you want me to. Okay.
He's all these new
Giggles
changes.
will be in the next show. Just calm down. To show us how we may get into a temporary change of our hair. Just keep on running that. I know we're going to have fun when we come back. Something about getting your hair longer. We're going to do hair extensions from Sonoran Living when we return.
We were on?
We were on.
I didn't even know. I'm just... I didn't even know.
Now you know? Welcome back, everyone. Long hair is usually a lot of fun because you can do so much with it. Now, if you have short hair, you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. I mean, it's a lot of fun, it's sporty, sassy, but sometimes you'd like to extend those locks for that special occasion. And Lori from Giggles is here with us today to give us the 1, 2, 3 on hair extensions.
That's
Welcome very much.
Thank you.
Rita, have you ever worn a hair extension before?
No, I haven't, but it would be fun. I've talked to Lori before about this. I thought it would be fun to try something like this, and I'm anxious to see how you do it, because you're good at
Well, it's
this.
a pleasure seeing you again.
Yeah,
Gosh.
Lori's done my hair before.
Real quick, before we start this, let's go, because believe it or not, this beautiful long-haired beauty in front of us actually had much shorter hair, and we have a picture of you. What is your name?
Anthea.
Anthea. We have a picture of Anthea with her shorter hair. If we could pull up that still to give everyone an idea of just how realistic these long manes look. It's really, truly incredible, I must tell you, because not only did you have to give her length, but you also had to match the streaks in her hair. Now there Anthea is. Oh, you kind of look a little like Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
You do.
She does, doesn't she?
So that's before. and this is after. And if you could kind of tell us a little bit about what you had to go through in order to get this one length look.
Absolutely.
Looked like she was layered a little bit.
Yeah, well, what we did was she came in, she's got very thin hair, fine, and it was to her collarbone, and she wanted to have thicker, longer hair. So we custom blend her hair with highlights and her natural color, and took samples of it, matched it up beautifully, and we applied it in her hair, and within 3 to 4 hours she had long hair.
Now I feel up here, and her hair feels very healthy and great.
Right.
And I feel the hair down here, and it feels like the exact same hair. Is this human hair?
It is human hair. This happens to be European hair. It comes in Italian or European human hair. It comes straight, natural wavy or curly.
Let Rita feel it. Rita, it's incredible. I just can't get over how realistic that feels. I mean, well, it's real
and you
hair.
sleep in this and everything.
I sleep in it. Everything's just exactly the same, really,
Do-
not
do you-
having them.
Does it feel like it's kind of heavy a little bit?
Not at all.
You
Not
can
at all.
feel a little bit if you run your fingers through her midline section up here.
yeah.
You can feel the little bumps where the hair is attached. Let's see if I can pull one out, and maybe then, Laura, you can tell us the
right.
process. If you can turn your head sideways, can we get in tight so you can see that each little, can you see that groupings of hair that are glued together? Is that how you...
It's a wax, it's a high protein wax adhesive.
Okay, and that's how you bond
And
the
it's
hair
adhered to the hair, a half inch away from the scalp, so you have swing and mobility. You can pull it back, braid it, wear updos, scrunch it, wear it bone straight, whatever you want to do.
blow it dry. The
Yes.
heat's not going to melt that wax in
Not
there.
at all.
You know what? Let's go. We have another before and after shot. I want to bring this up because you're thinking, okay, I have short hair and I have short, naturally curly hair. That's my problem. It's a pain to blow dry. Here's an example of what can be done for you. This is a woman who has short, very short, thick, black curly hair.
Natural curly.
Look at that.
Yes.
Looks completely natural. That is absolutely incredible. Let's show somebody now who also has a little bit straighter hair. Short, though, very, very short. This is actually shorter than mine. Okay, and look at this. Take a look at this. Can you believe it? I mean, that looks really real. What a change.
Yes.
How long does something like this in one's hair last?
It lasts anywhere between 2 to 6 months, depending on how fast your hair grows and how well you maintain them. You just treat it like your normal hair, and it's just incredible.
Do you feel comfortable with it, though? I mean, does it bother you at all?
Absolutely. I've had the, I will repeat getting them done again. I
Do you feel
always do.
sexier?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yes, I do.
I know. I asked that because long hair, you
Get up and let me sit down. How much time do we have? We'll get started on this afternoon.
right away.
By this time tomorrow, I mean, I'll have that
Lady
down.
Godiva.
I have some hair here that,
You're going to show us how this is done?
yeah, I'd like to do that.
Okay, we'd like to see you do that. While you do that, I just want to ask you a quick question. You said
Sure.
maintenance, how you take care of it.
Okay, well, you wash it and condition it as, like you normally do your own hair. You just don't yank on it or pull it real hard on it because it is attached to your hair.
Okay. All right, go ahead and show us.
I'd like to do that.
Well, it doesn't feel.
The only thing I'd worry about, though, and it's like a man running his fingers through your hair, he'd be like, oh, honey, what's this?
Well, you just want them to touch
Yeah.
everything but your hair, okay?
Yeah, because you run your hair, I run your fingers through the lower portion of my hair.
Right now, I'm mixing the two colors and blending them to...
And this is because she has weaved hair?
Exactly. We put chunky blonde highlights in her
Sideways,
hair.
just a little bit.
So now that I've got this color here, I'm going to use this wax adhesive,
Okay.
and I'm going to...
She's going to put a little wax adhesive.
It's a little drop at the tip,
This is amazing.
and then I'd adhere it half inch away from
Can
the
you see that?
scalp.
She's just gluing it right on.
Just like a glue gun.
Wow. Yeah,
yes.
like a glue gun.
But the glue guns that they sell at the craft stores...
Yeah. The
I'm
glue
not-
sticks don't work. Not recommended,
No,
huh?
not
Yeah, I wouldn't
recommended.
imagine. How long does this whole process take then when you talk about going from, let's say, my length to something like Bo Derek here?
It takes anywhere between 3 and 6 hours.
Wow. So it's
adhere
a
it to your
time-consuming
hair.
process, but and then you can go home and just wash your hair regular.
Absolutely, and there we go.
Do we have? Can we pull up once again on the screen information in case people want to go? Maybe have these extensions put in for the holiday. No, we don't. Number to Giggles?
602-697.
She's looking at me like I am. Look, I'll tell you what, it was up on our
Okay.
screen. You can also go to our website at
you go.
www.sonoranliving.com.
There you go.
Also, for the recipes for Raz's catfish, give us till about noon today. And most importantly, we want to thank Rita Davenport so much
Yes,
for being
this
on the
has been
show.
fun.
It has
Thank
been,
you so
hasn't
much.
it? Everybody in studio, y'all
were great.
Wonderful.
You made
Thank
it so easy. I
Stay
can't
with
get
us tomorrow because I'll tell you what, Jan Diatri, I know her from the Smitty's days. God, that's dating myself. She's going to co-host else tomorrow on Sonoran Living. Bye-bye. God bless. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Happy holidays.
We can build a snowman, then pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job when you're in town.